welcome back. Day 125, I believe. So we're at it again. Um, it is a Monday. Market's just opened. Well, not just opened literally like technically 9 o'clock last night or 10. Just put it. I don't even know exactly, but around that time. So we're gonna get into it. We're gonna just try see what we can do. So yeah, there's not much to do at the moment apart from see what we can do. So I think UJ is gonna be looking bearish. Yeah, I'm thinking of bearish on the UJ. Yeah. That's a redistribution. Bang. So potential buys, I'd say. Well, we did take this high. Look at that. Looks very familiar. But I'd I don't know. Maybe fractalized would be a lot better. Uh. Yeah, it's probably gonna come take the liquidity now. Actually, so probably Sal's. Sal's. Yeah, like literally, we could say Sal's from like bull market. This was our level that we looked at, but overall, I think in Sal's to take this level of liquidity and get the fucking. Can I not mark it? Come on. This being our target, which again, even though sometimes you might be like, oh, it could be buys, we got these pushes up. Obviously on this 30-minute or whatever, we getting pushes up. Cool, we could be looking for buys from here, but the type of model we're in, it looks very bearish. Let's just say that, and it looks like it was created from this zone right here. This one here, which actually goes to just about here. That absorption, breakdown, retest, breakdown. Obviously this is the redistribution. This is the breakdown. This is the retest, and then this will be the further break, as we said, right? So yeah, presumably if that's going down, it doesn't have to, but you could potentially start to push higher. Again, there's not really much structured base to be taken. Like we have a buy zone right here, possibly. Right here. On this 5-minute, we're just getting higher pushes up. We got this new demand zone here created. I mean, this was the liquidation, so either yes or a no on that. On this, we have basically this zone here. But I'd say buys off of this, honestly. I'd take buys. Question is where. I'd be happy inside of this zone, but I'd happy for 50% at least. Takes it to about here. Right, where does it line into? This zone here. Does this get mitigated? Did this get mitigated? Not really. This got mitigated, but barely. So yeah, we could be tapping deeper. Probably be looking for buys inside of here if I can get anything. So we have tapped it. Beautiful. We're inside of this zone now. So we could be looking for buys if we get an opportunity, but we could also be looking for this deeper part, which you could have highlighted as well, which again is valid, because this might just push straight through. We have, like, sometimes it happens, but it is what it is, because this is its own whole move anyways. This from basically here to here is its own move, you know what I mean? This is just a more refined version, but again, it doesn't really matter if it breaks, because we understand that we still could be looking to take absorb this part. Makes sense? So all we really wait for is a high to get taken now, and then we take that CS entry. So price breaks this level like this, then we use the low point, whichever gets created, if that makes sense. Now that is essentially how you would take it. Not saying that's going to happen, but like that, then you would take your entry. Make sense? That's how you trade. and obviously I was a little bit slow to it, but again, the same thing, it applies, right? Can I not enter this now? I can't, okay. Well, the point is, that would be your entry, and then your target would be, I mean, realistically on this, let's have a look on the 15, yeah, you're going to be targeting this high up here. At least this liquidity, so I'll probably be looking for 1 to 9. Partial 1, yeah, that was terrible. P1, so partial, like that. And then obviously on this here, we can just see what we can just try to take it higher, but yeah. That's essentially how you take this trade, and then obviously my entry criteria was actually off of here, right? So yeah, I'll take this, and then look for something like that. That is how, I mean, you could obviously take partials here if you wanted to, like in this zone right here. Obviously if it gets to it. Or you don't have to, doesn't really matter. But that could just be a -1 sitting here, like we could just be looking at -1 right now. Or we could be looking at a plus calculator, +9, so we're looking at about 8.4, I think. 9 times 0.8. 8 point. Yeah, okay, 7.2. Sure. Or we could be looking at, if it works, plus 7.2. But again, this looks like it's about to get liquidated. So that might be a loss we take, which is fine. Again, it could have just went to this deeper part again. Yeah, I think we lost this one. Yeah. So take a -1 here. Alright, that's fine. -1R is what it is. It's not that deep. We're still looking for buys from what I see. In this part of this level. So we can, again, we're going to look for that. Fractalized take. If that makes sense. So something like that. And then we just wait for that level to get taken, obviously, and then we take it. But yeah, this does not look like a redistribution in my eyes. This looks like more of a reaccumulation inside of here to go higher. So I'm just trying to put some songs on at the moment, but again, it could come lower if that happens, and it is what it is. But I didn't want it to come lower, but again, it can. Like, it happens all the time as well. Like, this is 5 minutes, could be tapping into this or whatever. So we allow for those types of things, if that makes sense. But again, we could have this set ready, and then have this as our low, and then we could already have our lot size ready to execute this trade, and then we could be looking to take it. Preferably to this high now, would be next high to take. After you've had this push down. So partial would actually be sitting around out here. Would make more sense. But yeah. Okay, got some songs. Oh, there we go. No, it would actually be here. Or one underneath, like that. But yeah, it's not too complicated. Or we could take 4 TB. But I would probably want to be taking my partial here. Just because I like at least a 2.5, which is, this is a 2.8, so it makes more sense in my eyes. Look at Bitcoin going up to 41.6k. Okay, now your actual thing is going to be here on this. Right, so now your RR is a bit higher. And yeah, it doesn't have to be a down candle either. I know it can be slightly subjective, but okay, we don't take that trade, so that's fine. But again, we can be looking to take this, can't we? Understand? Because if we go in here, I highly doubt we're going to come here. Now we could come and tap into this one, but this one makes more sense in my eyes. Because this is the valid one that got like tapped. Now we could be looking at 50%, which we might have already tapped. Who knows? This might be 50% this zone here, so it makes more sense. But again, solid trade from here, I'd say. So what do? We have it set just one above, like that. Right. And then wherever the low gets created. Right. Oh shit. So if it comes and take that level now, which it doesn't. Oh, my phone needs some cleaning. It's because I was walking in the rain last night from work. So my case is a bit fucked up. Is what it is. It's still wet. Literally. You can't even see it now, I don't think. See it? No, it was wet, but it's alright now. Oh, whoa, whoa. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. These short candles are nice though, because it means that my entry is going to be above this. Like that. Watch this. Like that. Essentially. If it does it, but come on, it needs to push. Hiding. Come on, do something. Swear. 37, 38. It's done nothing the whole minute. Price has not moved. It's like Bitcoin. Bitcoin's got more volume coming into it. A lot more volume. Ugh. If it doesn't take this, its new high will be here. So we entered. In fact, I'd probably just CS entry this. That made more sense in my eyes. Otherwise, it would have been an instant enter. So, makes no sense. But yeah, this one still. Because that doesn't make sense as a candle, really, in my opinion. But yeah, we're not entered yet, but just one above. And then our stop loss would be there if we enter. So, unless we want to push that way, let's see. See what price wants to do first. But yeah. I mean, the worst part is probably waiting for some trades. Obviously, it breaks down even further and not looking good. This could generally just be a whole fucking redistribution. Come take these low now. Honestly, I mean, yeah, it's valid. It's technically for redistribution, yes. Like this does look like redistribution, taking highs, and highs. After this breakdown, definitely makes sense. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, we would have entered here. This would have been our buy. And if we do lose this, and I think it's just our bias is wrong. So if we lose this, then it is probably going to come and take this low. That makes sense. That's probably how I'd see it. Like, so yeah, like looking at it, price comes down, right? And then it starts building these highs. And then it does this, essentially. Right. It's obviously it's obvious target's going to be this low, don't get me wrong. But in this bullish, like, but in the context of this market, like, I know people will be like, oh, it needs to revisit these zones, but it doesn't. It doesn't have to. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to go break down all the way down there. It doesn't. Like, this could just be, like, these could just be the liquidations, and then these could just be the rally higher. You see it all the time when there's just a wick. Like, cool. There's nothing actually telling me it's going to go down. Like, why does it need to go down? Come on. Tell me. Like, come on. Almost got stopped. Yeah. I mean, this way we are going to get stopped, is what it. So there's either a few different ways we could have approached this. I think better context just in general, but I think it is sells. So yeah, I think it is sells more than buys, honestly. Like, taking a sell from this break, stop loss here makes more sense. Because there's no push, there's no direct push up. It's all just down, like. So that makes more sense. But again, is what it is. I think my overall bias was just wrong. Like, why am I looking for buys here? Simply. But yeah, it is what it is. Like, yeah. And this can't really be a reaccumulation because there's literally no push up. I mean, you got this, a push up, a break. This isn't really a push up, is it? I wouldn't really say that's a push up. I just say this is push down, 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 down. It's just gonna come down. Like, that makes more sense in my opinion. I just grab my phone case. Let me go on my MetaTrader. Let's have a look. Right, go for that. But yeah, sell from where I showed you earlier. Made sense. So yeah. But again, it would actually be more or less up here, because you know that you're looking for sales in here and you know that you're redistributing, right? Right here, you could be coming down, coming up, then coming down, and it happens a lot. So it's redistributing this whole thing, right, to come and take this. But what can actually happen inside of that is you could just get another redistribution, which is this model, to then what? Break down again. But again, it was just, I was wrong. It wasn't me being wrong about how to trade. Like, this -1 wasn't a bad loss, right? The only reason I lost was because I thought it was going to go higher, right? From here or something, from this zone. I was looking for buys off of this. Obviously, it's stupid because, yes, now looking at it, it looked like a clear redistribution, especially from this zone. So, yes, and this is just more absorption. But again, it makes a lot of sense. So, yeah, that was just more of our fault. My fault, my bad. Is what it is. But yeah. Like, right now, it could definitely come up, do this. Take this high. Could take this high. Could come into here. It might take the high, or it will probably sell from here. And then that's how I would take a sell. How I showed you this trade is not how I would take. Right? You understand that, firstly. But yeah. Because, like, why am I standing in the middle of nowhere? You know what I mean? But yeah, I think, like, you could probably take a buy up. Maybe if you're on a very low time frame, but for the most part, you're not going to get shit. Empire State of Mind. But yeah. So have a look at Bitcoin, see what it's doing. Alright. What was this our target? 38k. Sure. Yeah, then we were sitting in 39k. And then we went straight up. Obviously, this was when we hit 40k last night. Right, which was amazing. Right. Went all the way to 40k. And then straight back down to 39.7. Which is just a pullback. And then we just fucking launched. Right. Broke down. 40, and then it sort of reaccumulated, should I say, inside of here to come and go 41.5, right down 41.7, 3. Obviously it kept pushing, and then it eventually hit 42k, which is like right here. But yeah, so on this UJ trade that we were on about earlier, we were completely wrong, which is fine, doesn't really matter. And this trade we were wrong about the direction as well. We're thinking buys. But yeah, we're probably going to take this liquidity. And this one. I still think it makes more sense, but I still think it makes sense to commentate this, honestly. But yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. I think we're 20 minutes in, which ain't too bad, but yeah. Hopefully you had a fun watch, I guess. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. So peace.